just because a decision hurt doesn't mean that it was a bad decision. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Sliding backwards a little bit, right? Coming in 8,300 areas where I was looking at. We got up to that 8.8 area. Then we were rejected. What are we going to see over the weekend? Probably the price sliding backwards as we usually see the volume fall out. I was talking about that for a moment yesterday. Where do we see Bitcoin's price in the overall aspect? Well, we know that we have the halving coming up. We know that we're under 200 days. We know that you can't pre-factor the halving into the price of Bitcoin, especially when it's so volatility speculated on. There we go. Looks like YouTube's finally pushing our notification over there, Samantha.
Yes.
All right. Hopefully we'll be able to get some people in the chat. Let me see. What do we got going on, right? It's Friday. The week is closing down to an end. TGIF. Start enjoying the weekend. A little bit of us time.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, that's what life's about. That's why everybody looks forward to the weekends, right? And ultimately, that's the goal of Bitcoin here is that we want to liberate people. We want to empower the average everyday person to be as free as they want to be. And some people think that means having millions of dollars. Well, not necessarily. If you're capable of earning income,
sometimes it remotely, just means freedom.
Right? Through Bitcoin.
Yes.
Then that gives you this whole bohemian lifestyle where you're capable of living on beaches and RV traveling and exploring Europe.
Ooh, going to music festivals. Always. Forever. Yeah, no, I mean, yes. I don't know. Like how it's usually kind of dead during the weekends and whatnot. I mean, all I ever think of for cryptocurrency and especially Bitcoin is that it is just an opportunity. Like that, I mean, I don't get a lot of tips. I don't get a lot of stuff with the stuff that I do. You don't get a lot of tips or like extra bonuses for the things that you do. The price of Bitcoin going up in itself. It is literally like how when you open your wallet, the dollars do not multiply. It could multiply over the weekend.
So, I mean, you're not really disappointed that we're not seeing an all-new high this year, that we're not going to break that $19,000, that was possibly difficult for us to get back over the $10,000 barrier within this year. I mean, we are looking at, it's October 11th, right? I mean, we got November,
10th.
December.
Wait, 11th? Oh, it is 11th. Yeah.
So, I mean, we got like
phone says 11.
75 days left in this year, right? I mean, I really don't think that Bitcoin's price is going to, I mean, it can. We know that Bitcoin's price, we can see all new high in a matter of 4 weeks.
Yes.
But honestly, with the way things are going, with the regulation we just seen, with the lack of an ETF, with Backed not setting off the market like everybody was hoping for, without the world needing Bitcoin as much as it does, like they do in Venezuela.
I see, we have a different perspective than everybody else. I literally do have the 10 to 15 year plan. So, I mean,
but the
day-to-day doesn't bother me as much. I mean, I know it probably should because yes.
I know, and everyone likes to say that, but it's like, I hate always having those go-to answers because those go-to answers means that you're not really thinking. And yes, hey, 10 years down the road, yes, Bitcoin is going to be great. But it doesn't happen unless you build on it every day.
Yes.
It takes backbreaking work on a daily basis to make the year, right?
Yes.
So I'm not going to just sit back and say, 10 years down the road, Bitcoin's going to be the answer to everything I've been wanting.
And that is why we try to do the flyers and we try to talk to people because, yes, if we don't do anything and just say, 10 or 15 years, that's really not going to work because Bitcoin has been around for 10 years. And, I mean, where are we at right now? I mean, yes, we have seen more when we saw the sitcoms. I mean, there has even been more sitcoms that have said stuff about Bitcoin, but it's still not
the new season of Big Mouth
and the Superstore horribleness. But I mean, it's still not enough. So if you don't keep going, then in 10 or 15 years, is it really going to be enough? Because it's already been around 10 years. And yeah, some of you, nomadic giant, might be retired off of it, but not, yes, but not all of us. Not all of us. And so if you don't keep trying, then yes.
To me, it's kind of like driving down the road, right? You want to keep your eyes on the road, but you still look at the dashboard, right? Like, I mean, you still got to stop and look down and see how fast are you going, see where the oil and the temperature is at, make sure everything's regulating where it's supposed to be, because you might not get to that spot down the road that you're eyeballing, trying not to run into stuff if you don't look at your temperature and your gas and your oil and all of that other good stuff that's down there, trying to help keep you running down the road properly. So as we look at the daily aspect of Bitcoin and we try to spread awareness, because that's what we care about here at Bitcoin and Coffee. Of course, that's why we got Sammy in the chat. Comment, say all that stuff.
Oh, right. You didn't even do my thing. Good evening,
hopefully
everybody.
I've ranted out here long enough in order to get some of our good friends out there to help us spread awareness.
Oh, we have all the good ones.
All the good ones.
Yes,
Then
we have Vention, Katie, Zaza. I mean, Paul Rouleau, everybody.
Awesome.
Okay. So Vention says,
we got a Friday night party.
I thought I was waiting for nothing. I know. I'm sorry. He was actually working out some auto detailingness as we were waiting, and it did say 0. Sorry, Vention. Apparently, it didn't catch up to you. Zaza is here. Katie is here.
Katie, thanks for coming.
Zaza said I could live in a van down by the river.
Live in a van down by the river, living off Bitcoin.
It's not bad, man.
I got mining contracts.
I don't know. I'm very okay with the simplisticness of I mean, we lived in a sailboat. We've lived in a van. We've lived in a backyard in the woods. I mean, yes, there's been a few living places, and it's not that bad. It really isn't. Paul Rillo is here. He says, good evening, TGIF.
Paul Rillo, my best
good evening,
friend.
Paul.
Here. I appreciate you coming out here. As always, you guys, hit that thumbs up, because, hey, if some of our friends haven't made it, that'll definitely help them, right? YouTube, it lingers a little bit on pushing that notification. Sometimes it's hesitant to throw us up on the sidebar of the other YouTube channels.
We're super fringy.
But once you guys hit that thumbs up, make your comments, show the video a little love by sharing it out and letting Samantha know that you're here. They say, hey, these guys were all right. They let us in the party. They stopped bouncing.
Right. We're not super fringy. We're just kind of fringy. We're like fuzzy fringy.
We're not flat earthers.
No, we're like fuzzy, warm fringy. It's like, you know.
So
Paul Rouleau says, oh, no, wait, he said a good evening. Vention says, no doubt, the elites have found a way to constantly steal through money printing. Without that, we are much better off. I know, it does kind of suck. Like, I never really thought about it. I mean, I took economics and all of that crap in high school and middle school, like all of the things that told you about the Federal Reserve and how all of the money happened and why it was printed and who decided that they made the dollar bills look and faces and whatnots. And yeah, they skipped over the part that when it gets really crappy, they just make more. They did skip over. Yep.
Well,
they skipped over that part.
I mean, they might be able to push it off a little bit towards the end of our lives, at least, Samantha. I mean, they've been doing a pretty good job for the last 10 years. I'm sure they can get another 20 or so out of it. And then, hey, I never really figured that we were going to have any Social Security.
Oh, no.
Our best bet is that Eugene makes it big.
Literally, when I got out of high school, they started doing the whole, if we, like, you know, figure in the federal budget or whatever, and like our Social Security would be like $26 or something a month. So yeah, never thought I was gonna have Social Security. Sadly.
I know they sure still get it out of my check.
They do. We pay lots of governmentness for no reason, because we're never seeing it.
I just feel bad that I'm paying so much to Social Security and the people receiving it, they're still not capable of getting by.
I know, right? Because it's my grandmother and your grandfather's and like, you know, like, yes, where it's like, oh man, you're still like in, Yeah, I'm paying like $30
That's back when the
every
world was
paycheck.
hard. They didn't have all the modern technology to help, help the human condition.
My grandmother still talks about how she was the shit and like braided every girl's hair in her neighborhood for 25 cents a head. Like, really? Like $3 for 30 kids or something, and everybody got French braids.
People thought that I hustled when I was a kid because in New York, cans are worth 5 cents. So when I was a kid, I used to run around to the parks and collect the cans out of the trash because they were 5 cents.
Well, you had a racetrack thingy, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Desperation and all, it's the mother of invention. So when you don't really have it, you'll go out there and you'll find a way to get it. Some parents just hand their kids money.
No, yeah, because you and your siblings used to fight over the stuff that he had bought and them using it. He was like, no, it's mine.
So what do you think about all the Bitcoin news this week? I mean, are you feeling positive, or are you feeling like that we're just treading water? Because that's kind of more the sentiment that I'm feeling, that, hey, we did get some bad news with this taxation because it's unclear, and we are finding out that, hey, we might have to pay a little more than what we thought.
Yeah, I don't really like how it is. For the people that
are trying to stay on the up and up and talk about taxes. But then at the same time, it didn't really bring down the markets, right? We did see it pop up 5% yesterday, only slid back like 2.3% or something, 2.5% today. Expecting another 2 to 3% pull back over the weekend, come back up on Monday, but still treading water. And we know that Bitcoin doesn't really do all that great when it treads water. Usually breaks up or breaks down, and we broke down last time.
And a lot of the YouTubers are saying break down.
And then once we start breaking down, a breakdown.
Everybody gets squirrely. Yes. Sell, liquidate. Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm still in for the long haul. I'm not trading. I hold my private keys. So I know proof of keys is coming up, you guys. Start getting ready for it. They're making a run on the bank over in Hong Kong. Let's definitely not let this stuff get out of control in the cryptocurrency world, right? Let's not let them begin something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still optimistic, but like everything else in life, I'm a pretty happy, fluffy kind of person.
All right. Well, we waited way too long. The mosquitoes are starting to come out. Samantha, let's hit up that chat. You guys, if there's something you want to talk about, please go ahead, comment in the chat. I can't spend forever out here. I have a limited amount of blood. So
you don't want to donate?
I don't donate.
Come on, donate to the ecosystem.
I don't believe in bloodletting. I know our kid went and donated blood the other day at school.
He turned 18 and he signed the waiver and he donated blood. Donated blood, plasma.
And then he gave you the T-shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
told him, I was like, hey,
I'm an organ donor.
Blood,
oh yeah.
I was like, you start donating plasma too. I think that's like a couple $100 a month.
When I did it was like $50 or $60 a time. Oh yeah, all the birds are getting squirrely. That's awesome. Okay, so Nomadic Giant is here. Hi. He says hello,
I'm glad
amigos.
That you can make it, my friend. I appreciate it when you come by this channel. I love it when you make comments, and it does a lot for us when you just hit the thumbs up button out there, you guys.
Zach Bandera is here.
Hi, Zach, buddy, my friend. Awesome. Man, we really got a Friday night party. I should have had a couple beers. We should have turned on the spotlight. We should have got the bug spray.
We should have fed the birds, apparently. Something. Preoccupy them with something other than
we're just
squawking.
Making too much noise and they're getting leery because it's getting dark.
I think it's funny that we have chickens and peacocks all on the same roost.
Getting cattywampus out here.
Cattywampus. All right. So that's all we got.
All right, you guys. I'm glad you come out here and hang out for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee as we continue to spread awareness by talking and communicating about Bitcoin. Trying to tell everybody how it's a decentralized digital currency that's made for the internet to empower people by preventing censorship, right? By providing some anonymity. And with a little bit of hard work, you can be private in Bitcoin, right? We've been exploring these options with a few of our dark web episodes.
Yes.
Of course.
We don't have another one pulled together yet because we don't really know.
Yeah, been trying to, now that I'm back from Wakanda, trying to push a little more towards on my business, see if I can't get that up and going. Of course, creating some more income would free up a lot more time and other things around here. So Let's see what I can do. Of course, Bitcoin and coffee is always a number one priority for us. Hitting the subscribe button is one of the best things you can do if you haven't done that. Hitting the notification bell will let you know that we're going to be out here and what time, because it's usually between 6 and 7 is what we've been going with. Right, Sammy?
Yeah, my new ownerness has been pretty good. I usually get out around 4 or 5. So yeah.
All right. And besides all that, I got a couple links down below to the email in case you have any questions, because we provide a free email help desk service, especially if you're new into cryptocurrency. Shoot me those emails. Let me know what you got going on. I'm here to help. I'm not trying to make any money. There's no 0.1 BTC or 0.01 BTC or anything like that in order to get my help. I just want to see everybody succeed in the cryptocurrency space. I want to participate in this revolution because I want the future to be a better place. Right, Sam?
Zaza says, thanks, guys. Always good to chill out with you. We love you guys.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is always the best part of our day. We look forward to getting out here.
You make us so happy.
Yeah.
When we're going about our normal crappy days and feeling awkward and weird, we come out here and we stop.
We get to feel normal for a little bit.
Because trust me, I've tried to talk to lots of people about Bitcoin.
They just think that we're crazy, especially when you're like us and we're up to the daily information, let alone explaining what cryptocurrency is and the ins and outs of it. But to be up on the information so much that the daily banter, you can make the jokes and look at the memes and understand. We are a small, minute community of us that are at this level of understanding and digesting this information that we can. You just say to someone else half these words and they look at you like, what are you talking about?
My one coworker sits there and talks about, like, you know, Kanye West's life and like horrible Instagram-y this and the housewives of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what those people look like. Sadly, I do know what Kanye West looks like, but I mean, it's like, nothing. So much better. Just
well,
delve
on the
with
Kanye
the
West note, I guess we're going to go ahead and shut down this episode of Bitcoin and Coffee.
Zach Bandera says, I charge 10 BTC an hour. No clients yet. Vengeance says, it took several years, but I got several of my fellow mechanics into Bitcoin. It was far from easy. Yeah, that is...
It is.
That is the sad part, where it is kind of discouraging and it is hard, because when you start talking to normal people, they really don't understand.
Sometimes it feels like I'm going to run into this situation down the road where everyone's just going to finally come back and they're going to be like, Eugene, man, I wish I had listened.
Vengeance says some of the mechanics that he talked to have several Bitcoins now.
Nice.
See, like that is our whole goal.
Yes. It really is. It's just
the revolution is to have more.
I would hate to see the price of Bitcoin and everything and the regulation to get so far out of the average everyday person's means that by the time they realize they're going to have to go through extenuating lengths in order to get their hands on fractions of Bitcoins. Where now, yes, there is KYC. Yes, the restrictions have come back, but there are so many more on-roads and off-road avenues from fiat into crypto in comparison to what there were when I got into this 3 years ago, that it's almost worth it, right? Especially when you know that there's privacy being developed and that there are things out there that you can do. And if you're not looking to spend a day and you're willing to take the time to introduce your privacy again to your cryptocurrency, you're not really at a loss anywhere.
Vengeance said, and some of them taught others. See, like, that is what we need.
Yeah.
That is the revolution, Vengeance.
It'll happen, Samantha. I know that we haven't been out here creating content for 2+ years.
For nothing.
So I'm sure that we've turned a few people on to crypto. I know some of you guys have told me that you've held on during moments of,
I don't know. I like the
turmoil.
music. I like the music festivals because it is like you are out and about with average Joe Schmoes that are drunk, that are doing whatever, that are chasing tail and this and that, and they're they're still screaming Bitcoin, and they still know and they still want to learn, and that that interaction
Yeah.
is priceless.
Yeah, because
it is
my
so much
my
more.
go-to this time was, hey, well, the halving is less than 200 days away. I just kept saying that to people, and then next thing I knew, they were like, wait, what? Because for some reason, a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency education is a precious tool, and not a lot of people own it.
He said not some or not several. I got most of them into Bitcoin. What? So, like, there's a crap load of mechanics out there that are just like, what? And I have diversified.
Well, we know that during 2017, we've seen a lot of truckers getting into the cryptocurrency industry. So it's just a matter of
truckers and mechanics are pretty smart dudes, okay?
How much
like,
discouragement was there? We're going on way past where we were supposed to, Samantha.
The mosquitoes are definitely getting the blood.
They are. I feel like I'm doing like the dance out here.
Oh, I am doing the dance, just nobody gets to see me, so it's fine. But I am doing the dance. All right, so we are good. We are caught up.
Are we?
Yes.
All right, you guys. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Donate blood if you feel like it. And remember to keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
We love you guys. Bye.